Good morning, everybody. I hope you all slept well. This is totally new for me waking up this early in the morning. I'm definitely not used to waking up at 6. Well, I woke up at 6. I didn't start streaming until right now. But yeah, trying this new thing where I wake up early and get motivated to do things because I kind of, need to get a career going. So that's what we're doing. So let me just change the game here because there we go. So yeah, like the title suggests, the game we're playing is Dragon Age, which is currently muted because of the volume mixer. So let's unmute it. Yeah. One of my friends talked about playing it recently, so it kind of made me want to play through it again. I already started a couple of characters because that's kind of like what I do, or what anyone does in this game is like they start characters and try new builds and stuff. So this build is something that I kind of wanted to do, but I haven't really got around to doing, and it's a Shapeshifter build for the mage. It's not the best build, at least I don't think, but we'll give it a go and see how we fare. And so is the golden city blackened with each step you take in my hall. Marvel at perfection, for it is fleeting. You've brought sin to heaven and doom upon all the world. So Dragon Age was released in 2009, I believe it was.
The Chantry teaches us that it is
so it's like a 9-year-old game
which
at this point.
The darkspawn into our world.
But it's really good. It's a really good game.
The mages had sought to usurp heaven.
I was just, talking with my friend the minute I started playing it again. It's like putting on an old pair of shoes. Like,
they were cast out.
It's still good after all these years, and it's worth a playthrough every, couple of years.
They returned as monsters, the first of the darkspawn. They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless.
Yeah, generally with RPGs, unless it's one that I've played. I mean, I've played this extensively. I know this by heart, but because this game is so old,
the darkspawn drove at us again and again.
There is that chance, that somebody hasn't seen it before.
The Grey Wardens came. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness, and prevailed. It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten. We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long. It may even have seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon. Maker, help us all.
Good stuff. I mean, I'm not disinterested. It seemed like I was, but I mean, I've seen this cutscene billions of times. So it's not for my benefit so much as it is for yours who hasn't seen it before. So I'm going to be human. Well, for a mage, we only have two options, either human or elves. Elves actually get a slight bonus for being mages. That being said, I might be elf. I mean, it doesn't matter. See, when you play this game, you're allowed to pick between three races, human, elf, or dwarf. Humans and elves can be all the classes, but dwarves can only be warriors and rogues. They can't be mages. Because in this game's lore, dwarves are highly resistant to magical energies because they live deep in the earth. And the origin of magic in this game is from a mineral called lyrium, and so that's found deep in the earth. And so they kind of have a natural resistance to it. So because I think elves come with a +2 to willpower and 2 to intelligence, we're probably going to go with them just for the little extra bonus. Our background really doesn't matter, because as soon as we pick mage, all of it's relevant whether or not you're like a Dalish elf or a city elf. It's the miniature mage you're sent to the Circle of Magi, so
Greetings.
all mages kind of have the same backstory. So what are we gonna... Ooh. Character creation. This is a process that I think we're all a little finicky about. This is going to be our avatar after all. We'll go with this base start complexion. Ooh. We'll have it set to that. Skin tone's fine. Tattoo. Maybe he was Dalish, so we'll give him a tattoo just for fun. Tattoo color's fine. So I tend to like people with long hair. I have long hair. I don't know if it's easily seen on camera. Just adds to that mystique. This is fine. Hair color, eyebrows. Can we not give him a beard? Can elves not have beards? That's really weird. Kind of annoying, actually. So reduce that just a little bit. We're not going for a Buzz Lightyear fantasy here. Dang, you can barely notice that. I'm a little round in the face. Ooh, that's a little too much, though. We're not going for mumps here. Cheekbone tattoo. Yeah, that should be fine. Although we can adjust the nose a little bit. So let's reduce this a little and increase that just a bit. It's always super hard trying to get the nose just right. Like my nose is hard to recreate. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. No, I've played through this a couple times. Yeah, unfortunately you won't get to see me do it. It's not really blind, but it's I love this game. I've played through it many times. Edge depth. Yeah, this should do just fine. Jaw, cheeks, cheekbone, jaw width. The only thing we have to fix is the eyes, though. His eyes are a little beady. No, those are too wide. Okay, that kind of works. We just gotta increase the size a bit. And maybe move the spacing just a little. It's very delicate. I think because I made them bigger, I don't need to move the spacing anymore. And the eyes are as big as we can get it. Okay, cool. Neck, ears. He's an elf, so let's make it more noticeable. Yeah, that sounds about right for me too. Maybe more. Portrait. So for some reason, I always like my guy looking this way. I'll have him look up a little. Background. That's good. Expression. I usually like the the doofy expression. He's just like, yeah. And I'm gonna name him. Usually for like elven characters, I like the name Solarian. So that's what we're going for.
I have lost concentration.
No.
How do you do?
Maybe.
Greetings. Well, that didn't work. I need some other attack.
Maybe it's a choice between cocky and experienced.
Greetings. I have lost my concentration. This weapon does nothing.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Charmed,
not
I'm sure.
working.
Like my voice isn't that
aside,
deep
please.
naturally.
Greetings. Oh, I spelled. Charmed.
It didn't work.
It
It's
didn't
not
work. Yeah,
working.
this
Move
kind of
aside,
works.
please.
We'll go with Swab. We're probably gonna want all of our points into magic. Although, we'll put one into cunning because I think we need 12 cunning for coercion. And we'll put 3 here. We'll put the rest in there. Actually, we are going for a shapeshifter build, but we won't start putting points into strength until we get level 7. Just to be on the safe side. Yeah, this isn't going to be like an optimal build or anything. This is like me trying kooky things because I like kooky things. I do have some mods installed, and I think combat training is less important for us, so we don't have to worry about it so much. And we start with potion making. Interesting. Or herbalism or whatever. So we will get coercion 1 on the start. What to start with? I generally like spirit, but we're not going a traditional mage playthrough. Let me see. Mind blast, walking bomb, weakness. So we're probably gonna go into entropy. Now I don't know if we're gonna put a couple of stuff here into entropy. We're gonna mostly focus on like weakening them, but we're gonna need attack spells. That much is true. And Winter's Grasp is really good. It's really broken. Like it has a really good freeze chance, and it ensures that you survive longer in most fights, especially at the beginning when we're by ourselves. Once we have a party, it's like no big deal. Fire. I'm thinking I want Disorient because it reduces attack and defense. Eventually we are going to want to go Vulnerability and Affliction Hex too. But yeah, we're going Shapeshifter, which I've always wanted to do a Shapeshifter build, so I'm looking forward to it.
Overlooking the dark waters of Lake Kalanhad stands the tower fortress that is home to the Circle of Magi. This tower is the only place in Ferelden where mages may study their art among others of their kind. Within the high stone walls, the Circle practices its magic and trains apprentices in the proper use of their powers. But
Yes.
the Circle Tower is as much a prison as a refuge. The ever-vigilant Templars of the Chantry watch over all mages, constantly alert for any sign of corruption. This gilded
Constantly
cage is the
seething
only
with
world you
hatred.
know. Found to be sensitive to magic at a young age, you were torn from your family and grafted here as an apprentice.
That is lame. I couldn't have a beard.
Now,
Do
that
elves just not grow
apprenticeship is
beards?
nearly over. All that remains is the final test, the harrowing.
Magic exists to serve man, and never to rule over him. Thus spoke the prophet Andraste as she cast down the Tevinter Imperium, ruled by mages who had brought the world to the edge of ruin. Your magic is a gift, but it's also a curse. For demons of the dream realm,
This is a
they
modded playthrough, by the
drawn to
way.
you and seek to use
I have a
you
couple mods
as
installed.
a gateway into this world.
This is why the harrowing exists. The ritual sends you into the Fade, and there you will face a demon, armed with only your will.
I am ready. Is there any other option? What happens if I cannot defeat the demon? I am ready.
Know this, apprentice. If you fail, we Templars will perform our duty. You will die.
I see.
This is Lyrium, the very
Delicious.
essence of magic, and your gateway into the Fade.
The harrowing is a secret out of necessity, child. Every mage must go through this trial by fire. As we succeeded, so shall you. Keep your wits about you. And remember, the Fade is a realm of dreams. The spirits may rule it, but your own will is real.
The apprentice must go through this test alone, first in charge.
I'm just giving him a pep talk. There's no reason to get crazy. Go, apprentice. Just ignore this asshole. He's cranky when he doesn't eat. Ah! It burns. Creepy. Actually, the Fade is one of the creepier things about Dragon Age. I will say I was pretty proud of figuring it out the very first time I played through this game. Shimmering Orb of Light. What this scintillating shimmering item really is, but just holding it makes you feel better. Oh, okay, interesting. This might be a new thing. Yeah, this came with the investments of this year. This is like DLC stuff that I have. So I have the Ultimate Edition of this game. So if you do not have the Ultimate Edition, you may not have the things that I have. But do not worry, because your experience will be just as good. So let me see. Here's our spells. Unfortunately, my bar is behind where my webcam is, so it's gonna be. I just have to remember. So A is. I'll be fine. I just gotta know to disorient somebody. I gotta push 3. Oh, there we go. I'm going to move Winter's Grasp over to D. Oh, sorry, that's R. D. There we go. Like, this trial is pretty cool. Like, it's a pretty cool opening. Ow.
A finer scene of carnage I have yet to see.
Yeah, yeah. It requires, like, it tests your wits. Like, there's a part that's, like, full of riddles, and let's wait for our mana to come back a little bit.
Someone else thrown to the wolves, as fresh and unprepared as ever. It isn't right that they do this, the Templars. Not to you, me, anyone.
Sure, now. Is this the Fade? You're a talking rat. No, it isn't right at all. I will succeed, right or not. I will
You
succeed.
say that now. So have many others before you. Look at me. Look at what can happen. It's always the same.
Look at what
But it's
can
not
happen.
your fault. You're in the same boat I was, aren't you?
Aren't you,
Allow me to
foolish
welcome
man?
you can call me, well, Mouse.
Sure. Not your real name, I take it. You took the harrowing? You can change your shape? I'll just push one.
No, I don't remember anything from before. The Templars kill you if you take too long, you see. They figure you failed, and they don't want something getting out. That's what they did to me, I think. I have no body to reclaim, and you don't have much time before you end up the same.
What am I supposed to do? How long do I have exactly? That's going to happen to me. I'm sorry for what happened. That's not going to happen
That
to me.
has been said before, but you don't know the danger. There's something here, contained, just for an apprentice like you.
I see.
You have to face the creature, a demon, and resist it. If you can. That's your way out. Or your opponents, if the Templars wouldn't kill you. A test for you.
Hey, Kirby. Thank you.
Tease for the creatures of the Fade.
Anything can die. I doubt it's as simple as that. Why pit me against such a creature? I don't understand why this test is so feared.
You would be a fool to just attack everything you see. What you face is powerful, cunning. There
Generally,
are
I'll just
others
pick the
here,
option that makes
other
like something that
spirits.
I would pick.
They will tell you more, maybe help. If you can believe anything you see, I'll follow, if that's all right. My chance was long ago.
Yeah, you do
But
that.
you may have a way out.
Even when I first
The
played through
dangerous
this,
spirit is not far.
this
Don't go
guy's
near
like
it unless you're ready to fight.
not trustworthy. There's something about him. Cool thing as a mage, anytime you see these on the ground
The creature can be
and you're running low on mana, run up to it.
manifests.
That'll recharge your mana for free.
Delighted.
But yeah, it was. This game is really, really good if you haven't played it. It's old, but it's good. It's an oldie but goodie. This is a spirit of vengeance. You can actually get a weapon from him if you have good logic, and like you can talk him into it.
Another mortal thrown into the flames and left to burn, I see.
Perhaps.
Your mages have devised a cowardly test. Better you were pitted against each other to prove your mettle with skill, than to be sent unarmed against a demon.
Fight each other. We're not warriors. I agree, but I didn't have a choice. You know why I'm here? I agree.
Indeed. The choice and the fault lies with the mages who sent you here. That you remain means you have not yet defeated your hunter. I wish you a glorious battle to come.
Let me see. I need your help. What kind of spirit are you? What else do you know about the harrowing? Did you create all these weapons? I should go. So, what kind of spirit are you?
I am Valor, a warrior spirit. I hone my weapons in search of the perfect expression of combat.
I need your help. What else do you know about the harrowing? Did you create all these weapons? What else do you know about the harrowing?
Is that what your test is called? I know little of your mortal ways. I do know that a demon has been called, and told that a meal awaits. It will not, cannot leave, until one of you is dead.
Did you create all these weapons?
They are brought into being by my will. I understand that in your world, mages are the only ones who can will things into being. Those mortals who cannot must lead such hollow, empty lives.
Hollow, empty lives. Would one of these weapons affect the demon?
Without a doubt. In this realm, everything that exists is the expression of a thought. Do you think these blades be steel? The staves be wood? Do you believe they draw blood? A weapon is a single need for battle. And my will makes that need reality. Do you truly desire one of my weapons? I will give one to you. if you agree to duel me first. Valor shall test your mettle as it should be tested.
I agree to your duel. I am no warrior. I would be no match against you. And what are the rules of this duel? It seems you would prefer to kill me yourself.
How dare you accuse me? I am no demon preying upon helpless mortals to steal their essence. I am a being of honor and valor. I am a warrior.
Then prove it. Help me fight the demon.
You are insolent. But your will is unquestionably strong. Very well, mortal. You prove to me that you possess the strength to resist this demon. Go. Prove your worth as you must. I am confident you will succeed.
Oh yeah? It's a really good game. If you ever get the chance, you should play it yourself. Valor's Staff. See? I don't know what the willpower check is for that. But we had 16, so I know it's at least 16. It's definitely an old school kind of game. An old school RPG. Oh, there's one behind me. Rat, you fool! What's the cooldown? I can't hold, I'm not sure. This is gonna be a problem. I need to find another place in my webcam when I'm playing this game, because I can't see my bar. And I guess I just have to memorize. Because, well, no, in this game it's important because you need to know when your cooldowns are up. This one I was particularly proud of.
You are the mortal being hunted, and the small one.
That's because you're always like fucking. Well, you're a night owl, dude.
Don't like this.
I'm trying to transition from a night owl into an early bird. Just because I've been watching these YouTube videos that are like, you want success, people like who wake up earlier are shown to have more success. So I'm trying that out.
Scraps left.
Are you here to help me? What kind of spirit are you? Why wait for scraps? Come get some now. What do you know about the demon? Just keep your distance. So what kind of spirit are you?
It's a demon. Maybe even more powerful than the one
More
chasing
powerful.
after you.
Be gone.
Holy power!
Sure, you have better things to do than bother sloth, mortal.
28 hours.
I tire of you.
Are you still in Houston, or what have you been up to? I need help defeating a demon. Why you called Sloth? What are you?
I am a spirit of sloth. Yes, a creature of the Fade. Unlike yourself, mortals are ever the visitors here. Still, you serve your function. Only the mortals
Man,
like
when the demon talks with headphones on, it's way creepier. Mortals like myself, you talking about dreamers? I don't appreciate being called annoying. You talking about dreamers?
Many mortals dream. They come here often, but you are not one of those. You are aware.
Oh yeah, you decided
A mortal
to
with power and
leave
the sort of creature that
Domino's?
some spirits
What happened with that?
hunger for. I might be inclined for such a meal myself. It would be interesting to see the mortal through your eyes live inside your form. But I am disinclined to begin such a struggle.
Lucky me, just trying some lucky me.
Indeed. Now, what do you want with me?
It sounds like you might have depression, Kirby. You should talk to somebody. I need help defeating a demon. I need to go.
You have a very nice staff. Why would you need me? Go. Use your weapon, since you have earned it. Be valorous.
As the kids say.
He looks powerful.
Dude, I want to play WoW so badly. I'm getting so pumped for Battle for Azeroth, but I have no money. I need to get the streaming going so I can, like,
This form?
buy some WoW time.
Most mortals are too attached to their forms to learn the change. You,
Jab it like it's hot.
little one, might be a better student. You let go of the human form. years ago.
I don't think I'd make
We could get a streaming coalition together. Hiding doesn't solve anything. We need to face our fears. You could help me fight the demon. I thought you were to help, but you're just a coward. We need to face our fears.
I have faced more in this place than you can imagine. Fear is just one more.
Fear is a weapon.
You are right. Hiding doesn't help. I'm sorry, it's the Fade. It changes you. I'll try. I'll try to be a bear. If you'll teach me.
That's nice. But teaching...
Better to be a bear than a cub.
So exhausting. Away with you now.
Away with ye.
I told you he wasn't going to help us.
Mouse wants to learn. Teaching me can't suggest something can change your mind. I'm used to, so Mouse wants to
You
learn.
wish to learn my form, little one? Then I have a...
Well, why didn't you say so
challenge for you.
before? Maybe I would have
Answer
changed my
3
mind.
riddles correctly, and I will teach you. Fail, and I will devour you both. The decision is yours.
I'm not interested. Riddles? Are you joking? I accept your challenge, Sloth. Teach Mouse the form rock. I accept your challenge.
Oh. Well, this gets more and more promising. My first riddle.
I mean, the Horde is clearly better. You and I both know that the Horde is better. I don't know what, but that's, I mean, I guess that's just our opinion. But like, people are gonna moan and bitch because people moan and bitch about every new expansion, and then they're gonna shut up and they're gonna play it because that's how it is. It's like an addiction. They're like, I hate this fucking game, and then like 2 months, like the next week, you see them online playing it, and it's like, oh hey man, yeah, I just wanted to play some WoW. Like, that's how that game is. A desert, a boat, the moon, a map, an idea. Oh wait, my riddle is this: I have seas with no water, coasts with no sand, towns without people, mountains. And the answer is a map, which is number 4. I'm just gonna click to make the other one.
Correct. Let's move on. The second riddle. I'm rarely touched, but often held. If you have wit, you'll
Use me well.
What am I?
The answer is tongue. My tongue.
Yes, your witty tongue.
Yes.
One more try, shall we? Often will I spin the tale, never will I charge a fee. I'll amuse you an entire eve, but alas, you won't remember me. What am I?
A dream.
You are correct. Rather apropos here in Fade, no? But you've won my challenge and proven yourself an amusing distraction.
Yeah, playing this game for the first time and solving that was really cool.
I shall teach you my form. Now, listen carefully.
Like this? Am I a bear?
Get him a Whamburger with some French fries.
Heavy.
Def Leppard sucks.
Close enough. Go.
It's not so much like game balance, Kirby. It's just World of Warcraft is a game that's heavily like steeped in a like a dual faction system, and like one faction has more players than the other. And there was this guy who released a video who was like, people who want a mythic raid have no options, and it's like, well, you do have an option. If you really, really want a mythic raid, then your faction change to the Horde. Like, you sound like you don't have any options, but there is an option. Because I saw that video, and it's like, oh man, they're all attacking Bear. Works out for me. People are leaving the Alliance to raid on the Horde, because that's where all the most, like, the best players are. It's like, well, I mean, how is that the fault of Blizzard? Like, people prefer one faction to another. That's the whole point.
Finer scene of carnage I have yet to see.
You like broken? You would like broken games because you play all the OP classes. I mean, Blood Death Knight is still overpowered, so I mean, you're fine in that regard. If that's what you want to keep playing, of course. I should probably save. New save. Solarian.
Bit of rage.
Rage. Do I talk to you?
And so it comes to me at last. Soon I shall see the land of the living with your eyes, creature. You shall be mine, body and soul.
It's 2 against 1. You will want to fight us both. If I lose, the Templars will cut you down. Then come and get me if you can. Let's try this one.
Amusing. Have you not told it of all arrangement, Mouse?
We don't have an arrangement. Not anymore.
How dare you call me out in front of my new friend?
And after all,
I was just going to betray
meals
him.
we have shared, now suddenly the mouse has changed the rules.
I'm not a mouse now, and soon I won't have to hide. I don't need to bargain with you.
We shall see.
Because he's a fire demon, he's actually super susceptible to ice attacks. Ah, wisps everywhere. Actually, ooh, this stuff actually hurts. Ow, ow, ow. Because I have a mod installed that like adds extra stuff. So normally I don't think there's all these whips here, but there's a lot of them, and Bear's almost dead. And I need to give him a stupid thing. I only have 3 of these, so I need to watch out. Tank for me, Bear, you fool!
No.
Renfield! Get some aggro on this asshole.
Delighted. And so I shall.
Alright.
You did it. You actually did it. When you came, I hoped that maybe you might be able to, but I never really thought.
Oh, I was like, NB. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot we got the Nightborn. I need to finish leveling mine. Monk or hunter, you say? Interesting. It's all a little too easy. The ones you betrayed before me, what were their names? Sounds like your help was unusual. Why?
What?
Oh,
were not as promising as you.
Tim is a, little unfortunate, really.
I don't remember their names. I don't even remember my own name. It's the Fade, and the Templars killing me. Like they tried with you.
So what is it that you think you can get from me? Anything to survive, like an animal or worse, trying to set necessity. What now? So
You defeated a demon. You completed your test. With time, you
I
will
look
be a
forward to
master
completing your
enchanter
training.
with no equal. And maybe there's hope in that for someone as small and as forgotten as me.
small and forgotten as a mouse.
There may be a way
See, the
for you
minute
to
this
leave
is like,
here,
it's like,
to
wait
get
a minute.
foothold
You know
outside.
something is wrong.
You just need to want to
You
be
just
possessed.
need. Yeah, I decided to wake up at 6. My webcam is on, so don't walk too forward. Will you make me an egg? Like, huh? Yeah, Anthony Bourdain, yeah, I saw that he died. Yeah, as soon as I woke up, I saw that. Pretty crazy. I'm starting to think the other demon was my test. Let you in. I'll find mages away from the Templars. We'll get you out. Not my problem, Mouse.
What? What do you...
Not my real test.
Of course it was. What else is here that could harm an apprentice of your potential? You are a smart one.
Yes.
Killing is a warrior's
Oh my
job.
god.
The real dangers of the Fade are preconceptions.
He's got a voice changer.
Careless trust.
Ooh.
Keep your wits about you, mage. True tests never end.
And that's done. That's the hardest part of this. The rest of it was just kind of tedious. A little tedious. Compared to the other starts, it's less action packed for sure, in my opinion. Oh my god, Jowen's head is missing. I don't know what mod did this, but it's kind of it's kind of fucking hilarious. A demon, die demon. Where am I? Is this the fade? No, I mean, I don't know what mod made his head disappear.
You in this morning. I didn't even realize you'd been gone all night.
What you say?
Apprentices who never come back from harrowings.
I see.
Is it really that dangerous? What was it like?
No reason to lose your head, Jowen. We're friends, but don't ask this. You know, I can't tell you. It was harrowing. It was testability. That's all. Stop pestering me, Jowen. Testability.
There must be something more, or they'd tell the apprentices what's involved. I know I'm not supposed to know, but we're friends. Just a little hint, and I'll stop asking, I promise.
Durandal mod. I really shouldn't head into the fade. Patience, I'll get through it soon enough.
Really? That's it?
No, I had to defend myself from demons, and if demons possess you, they kill you. Yes, that's pretty much it.
That makes sense. They want to see if you can resist the demon and stop yourself from becoming an
on the hardest
abomination.
difficulty.
And now you get to move to the nice mage's quarters.
Yeah, it can be pretty
upstairs.
difficult. Like, I think the fifth one, like the fifth stage, we have to rescue that blonde girl with the curly hair. If you don't have high enough magic, you can't use the warp staff to save her easily. It was a pain. They'll summon you to the test when you're ready. Any day now, probably. Don't worry so much about it. I passed my test. That's all I care about. They'll summon you when you're ready.
I've been here longer than you have. Sometimes I think they just don't want to test me.
Maybe you're just not ready yet. Doesn't everyone go through the harrowing? What are you talking about? You're just paranoid. Maybe you're not ready.
I've been ready for a long time. I'm afraid they don't want me to take the test.
I'm afraid you're not ready.
The rite of tranquility, or you die.
Yes.
That's what happens.
You worry too much. It's annoying. All right, it's tranquils. They're not going to kill you, Jowen. Why does this have to do with you? What does this have to do with you? I don't know.
They might
they're not going to kill you.
But the rite of tranquility is just as bad, maybe worse.
Maybe
You've seen
worse.
The tranquil around the tower, like Owain who runs the stockroom. He's so cold. No, not even cold. There's just nothing in him. It's like he's dead but still walking. His voice, his eyes are lifeless.
I think you're reading too much into it. Did he choose to become tranquil? I'll watch for that next time I talk to Owain. I think you're reading too much.
I shouldn't waste your time with this. I was supposed to tell you to see Irving as soon as you woke up.
I should go talk to him immediately. What for? Where is he?
You better not keep him waiting. We can speak later.
Generally, I'll pick the shorter conversation options if I don't really feel like talking to the guy anymore.
Are you best friends now?
Should start at least putting 1 point each level into strength. What you say? Vulnerability hacks. Weakness. Paralyze. Affliction. Vulnerability. Horror is good. Vulnerability. We'll get horror this time. And then we'll get vulnerability in the other one.
That Templar Cullen said it was the quickest, cleanest harrowing he'd ever seen.
I am, ladies.
I just know I'll be terrified when
I
my
have
time
quite
comes.
a few
Like when
talents.
You throw up every day for the next week just thinking about it.
Now we're gonna go on a looting spree. Nope, I guess both of those drawers counted as one item. What you say? Oh, what we got? Apprentice Cowl. There we go. God, the freaking cowls make you look like Conehead.
Of course.
Metal door. But yeah, even today, this game is worth playing through at least once. The Dragon Age games are good in my opinion. Inquisition is probably the least good. And there's something about me that really bugs, like, something about it that really bugged me. Like, this game's universe is based on the fact that heaven was a real place and that it was corrupted by these mages of the Tevinter Imperium. But for me, it's like, I like the idea when it's more allegorical. Like, is it really real, or is it just the hubris of man? But then, like, there was this DLC that came out in Dragon Age 2. It said, nope, heaven was real, but it's corrupted now. And, you know, everybody's effed. And, like, Dragon Age Inquisition is, like, a continuation of that.
Magic must serve man, and not rule over him.
Magic must serve man. Oh, shit. All of my face is red, literally and figuratively.
It is a weakness that can be exploited. Should you face a demon with your will wavered.
Should you face a demon? Pretty sure Irving's up here. It's been a long time. Day 2 wasn't that bad. You should give it another playthrough and see if your mind changes at all. Is it the best? No, but I don't think it's that bad. What you say? It's definitely, like, you can play through it a bunch of times because how short it is. I mean, there's an upside.
We would do something before.
I think someone's here to speak to you, Senior Torren.
Not really. Illidan Stormrage.
As you desire.
I think someone's here to speak to you. The hunter is nothing without the hunt. Like, I won't go out of my way to talk to every single person unless there's a reward in it for me. Because I've heard their dialogue a bunch of times already at this point. I'd rather finish Divinity, lol. Well, I mean, I didn't say I had to play it right now. Lol.
As you desire.
What's her? Mage. Just mage. What do we got here? Got some stuff over here. Lyrium dust. That's actually kind of important. With that, we can make our own mana potions.
Of course.
Acolyte staff. Is that better than what we have? +3 willpower. What would I have? Oh, I don't have anything equipped. 1 magic, 1 willpower. This gives us more magic. Willpower just gives us more mana, but magic actually increases our damage. What you say? Sarah Cullen. Large chipped lightning crystal, that's for a companion, that's part of the DLC. Private documents.
Alright.
Oh, this is the storeroom. This I'm pretty sure. Because, yeah, Wynn's in charge of it, I think. Storage cabinet. Like, I think you can ask her for a, that recommendation thing if you clean the storage room for her. I'll have to test that out. Raw defies are no longer being distributed. Oh, you apprentices, I remember. being your age and causing mischief and hijinks. There's the Hell Spawn who causes all the drama. Chant of Light, the Blight.
Many have already gone to Ostagar. Wynne, Aldred, and most of the senior mages. We've committed enough of our own to this war effort.
Your own?
Your own,
Since
Gregor.
when have you felt such kinship with the mages, Gregor? Or
I've
are
never
you
felt
afraid
kinship.
to
Don't
let the
talk to me.
mages out from under Chantry supervision, where they can actually use their maker-given powers?
How dare you suggest?
Gentlemen, please.
You are. You're like an old married couple. If I wasn't if I'm not mistaken, you probably are. You sent for me. Hello, First Enchanter. What's going on? Hello.
Ah, if it isn't our new brother in the circle.
Our new brother in arms.
This is...
Yes, this is
Unfortunately for
Well,
me, in my youth,
obviously
I
busy.
took some bad
We will
acid,
discuss
and
this
now I
later.
must speak
Of course.
slightly slower than most people.
Where was I? Oh yes, this is Duncan of the Grey Wardens.
Is this why you had me summoned? Pleased to meet you, a Grey Warden in the tower. What is he doing here? Grey Warden in the tower?
Grey Wardens go wherever duty sends them.
You've
Grey
heard
Wardens
about
go
the
where they
war
want.
brewing to the south, I expect. Duncan is recruiting mages to join the king's army at Ostagar.
Why? Who are we fighting? I would like to defend Ferelden. That's all you wanted to tell me? Who are we fighting?
The Darkspawn threat grows in the south. We need all the help we can get.
What are Darkspawn? What do you mean, Darkspawn or is our dwarven problem? That's all you wanted to tell me? Dwarven.
They have formed into a horde in the Korkari Wilds and threaten to invade north into the valley.
Yes.
I fear if we don't drive them back, we may see another blight.
Duncan, you worry the poor lad with talk of blights and darkspawn. This is a
I mean,
happy
he
day
just
for him.
survived a
live in
harrowing,
troubled
but
times, my friend.
I don't think he
We
wants to
should
see
seize
demons
moments of levity, especially
again
in troubled
so soon.
times. The harrowing is behind you. Your phylactery was sent to Denerim. You are officially a mage within the circle
The
of Magi.
phylactery of Kel'Thuzad. Thank you, First Enchanter. My phylactery, my task, my leash, you mean. That's it, after throwing me to the wolves. I'll just say thank you, First
I'm
Enchanter.
sorry, what is this phylactery?
Blood is taken from all apprentices when they first come to the tower, and is preserved in special vials.
It's
they
preserved
can
in
be hunted
special
if they turn
jars.
apostate.
We have few choices. The gift of magic is looked upon with suspicion and fear. We must prove we are strong enough to handle our power responsibly. You have done this. I present you with your robes, your staff.
I present you
and a
with
ring
this certificate
bearing
of
the circle's
appreciation.
insignia.
It's made
Wear
out of
them
chocolate.
proudly, for you have earned them.
I think that's all I get. Thank you. I'm glad to be part of the circle. What happens now?
Patience, child. You have been through an ordeal. Let us not rush things. It goes without saying that you shall not discuss the harrowing with those who have not undergone the rite. Now then, take your time to rest, or study in the library. The day is yours.
I will do that. Kind of leave the tower. I prefer to talk now. I'll do that.
I will return to my quarters.
Would you be so kind as to escort Duncan back to his room, child?
With my pleasure. Does Duncan know? Does Duncan not know where his quarters are? I'll just be nice about
The
it.
guest quarters are on the east side of this floor, close to the library. Now, if you'll both excuse me, I have matters to discuss with Gregor.
I've heard a couple things about it. I mean, it seems like just like with all the other ones, like what is it? Beyond Two Souls and Heavy Rain. Like, it's more so just like a choose your own adventure kind of thing. But if the story is good, I mean, I'd be down to play it. I hear it makes you make all sorts of ethical decisions. And generally, I like picking the options that are nicer. So, I'm usually very, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, my playthroughs are kind of set with stuff like that because I don't like causing misery to people. But it seems pretty good. From what I've seen, people do enjoy it. Preach talked about it extensively on the on one of his web shows, as a matter of fact. Do you have a PS4 Age? Or is Detroit... is it an exclusive, or can you get it on Steam? I'm pretty sure Detroit Become Human is on PS4 only, right? Oh, wait, where's the... I think I might have missed where his room was. Whoops. I'm just on autopilot here. I'm just like... going back to where my room is. It's up here. Yeah, I figured it might be. What you say?
Sporting me.
Oh, there you are. And here comes Jowen.
I'm glad I caught up to you. Are you done talking with Irving?
Are you? Are you done talking? Hello again, Jowen. I think I am for now. Were you following me, going through another personal crisis?
Very funny. I need to talk to you. Do you remember what we discussed this morning?
Oh, are they? Of course I do. Why are you whispering? It looks very suspicious. Can this wait? Oh, alright, spit it out. Why are you whispering?
Shh. I just want to make sure we're not overheard. We should go somewhere else.
Yeah, it kind of leads to my suspicious argument. You're starting to worry me, Jowen. You better not be wasting my time. You seem a little on edge.
I've been troubled. I'll explain. Come with me, please.
What you say? I don't know why the stupid Nightman opera is in my head.
We should be safe here.
Alright, what's going on? In the chapel, the Templar's favorite haunt? You realize you're a priest standing right here. All this talking is rather excessive.
We can see the door from here. If anyone comes, we'll change the subject.
Uh-huh. Who are you with? I've seen you before. There's nothing strange going on here. Jowen, what's going on? Seen you before.
I often attend to my duties in this chapel. Perhaps that is why I seem familiar.
Perhaps
a
that
few
is
months
why.
ago, I told you that I met a girl. This is Lily.
Ooh, forbidden. Initiate, that's forbidden. Oh, I was beginning to doubt her existence. This fat cow is your lover. My condolences, Lily.
Very funny. Lily's been given to
It's
the
like
chantry.
fucked up. It's harder to
She's
do
not
the good
allowed to
outside
have
when the perception
relations
of doing
with
good
men.
differs.
If anyone finds out, we'll both.
I mean, murdering children is usually bad for everybody, right? Can we agree on that? Unless it's like some crazy hypothetical where the kid is a mass murderer, like it was in freaking Looper or something. Did you bring me here just to talk about your affair? You can trust me, I won't tell anybody. You should rethink this relationship. Love will conquer all, and you'll only have yourself to blame.
I wish that was the only thing I needed to talk
I wish that was the only thing.
Remember I said that I didn't think they wanted to give me my harrowing? I know why. They're going to make me tranquil. They'll take everything that I am from me. My dreams, hopes, fears, my love for Lily. All gone.
And what does this have to do with me? But if you can't feel, then you can feel sad about. And what does this have to do with me? But if you can't feel, then you can't feel sad about it. That sounds terrible. It's better than dying.